Hey, I'm Jonathan with Acoustic Sounds in Salina, Kansas, and today we're going to be going over the new releases for May 10th, 2024. As many of you may be aware of, the Analog Productions UHQR of Asia by Steely Dan is back ordered, but it is currently on press at QRP and should be back in stock within a relatively short window of time. Next up, we're going to be talking about the Bluesville Acoustic Sound series that is going to be coming out relatively soon. Both of the titles that have been announced are cut by Matthew Luthans at the Mastering Lab, and Burning Hell by John Lee Hooker is still set to come out June 7th. However, the Skip James Today album has an arrival date that is yet to be determined. We are still ironing out a few details for this release, but we will let you know as soon as we know. Coming out this month from Analog Productions as part of the Pablo Series, Duke Ellington, Duke's Big Four, and this is mastered by Kevin Gray from the original Analog Master Tape and pressed on 180 gram vinyl at QRP. And Duke Ellington and Ray Brown. This one's for Blanton. And this one was mastered by Doug Sachs at the Mastering Lab from the original Analog Master Tape and also pressed on 180 gram vinyl at QRP. And both of these titles will be releasing May 31st. Shipping today from the Analog Productions 75th Anniversary of Atlantic Records series are the next two titles. Yes, 90125. This is cut by Kevin Gray at Coherent from a half-inch tape copy of the Master. And the SACD of this title will be shipping with it today as well. And the next title is Coltrane Plays the Blues by John Coltrane, and this one was mastered by Ryan K. Smith off of the original Analog Master Tape, and this is the stereo version, and the SACD of this has yet to be determined when it will arrive. And as with all of the Atlantic series titles, these are all 45 RPM sets. Most of them are 2 LP sets. Some, like the Genesis Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, are 4 LP sets. The next two titles that are going to be shipping from this series coming June 7th, Charles Mingus, The Clown, the mono version, and Yes, the Yes album. And both of these were mastered by Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio from the original Analog Master Tape and will be pressed at QRP, with the SACD of the Charles Mingus yet to be determined. However, the Yes album SACD will be shipping today. Now for some items up for pre-order. Coming next week, May 17th, from the Contemporary Records Acoustic Sound series, Hampton Hawes For Real. Also releasing next week from Analog Productions, coming May 17th, are the 7 single titles from the Thelonious Monk Riverside Tenor Sessions box set that we just reissued here recently. And those titles are Thelonious in Action, At the Blackhawk, 5 by Monk by 5, Mysterioso, Thelonious Monk with John Coltrane, Monk's Music, and Brilliant Corners. From Elektra, coming June 21st, Joni Mitchell, The Asylum albums, 1976 through 1980, and this is a remastered 6 LP box set. 2 new titles from the Blue Note Classic Vinyl series have been announced, coming June 21st, Aaron Parks, Invisible Cinema, and Jason Moran, 10, and both of those are 180 gram 2 LP sets. From Legacy, also coming June 21st, 6 AC/DC reissues on gold vinyl, Rock or Bust, Stiff Upper Lip, Ball Breaker, 74 Jailbreak, If You Want Blood You Got It, and Let There Be Rock. From Studio Ghibli Records, coming July 5th, Joe Hisaishi, The Boy and the Heron original soundtrack, and this is an imported Japanese gatefold double LP with an obi. Here's some back in stocks that we got this week. The new Beyonce album, Cowboy Carter, and this is a 180 gram double LP. From Sunnyside Communications, the Jerome Sava Vintage, and this is a all analog cut by Bernie Grunman off of the original tape, and this is pressed on 180 gram vinyl at Gotta Groove in Ohio. And it also comes with a digital download for the high-res files. Back from the Blue Note Tone Poet series is the 3 LP set of Sonny Rollins, A Night at the Village Vanguard, the complete masters, and this is mastered by Kevin Gray off the original master tape and pressed at RTI. And also back from the Blue Note Classic Vinyl series, Mode for Joe by Joe Henderson, and this one was pressed in Germany. And now for some new arrivals. Shipping today from Analog Productions, Joe Walsh, The Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get. And this is a 2LP 45 RPM set mastered by Kevin Gray off of the original analog master tape and pressed on 180 gram vinyl at QRP. And we did reissue this on 33, but this is the first issue that we've done of this on 45. New from the Verve Acoustic Sound series, Kenny Burrell, Guitar Forms. And this was mastered by Ryan K. Smith off of the original analog master tape and pressed at QRP on 180 gram vinyl. From Legacy, Jimi Hendrix, The First Rays of the New Rising Sun, and this is a 150 gram double LP, mastered from the quarter-inch mixes by Bernie Grunman, and this is pressed at Quality Record Pressings. We have a new Ultra Disc 1 step-in from Mobile Fidelity this week, Bruce Springsteen, The Wild, the Innocent, and the E Street Shuffle. And this is a limited numbered edition of 7500, and this was mastered from the quarter-inch 15 IPS DBX analog copy to DSD 256 to lathe, and this was pressed at RTI on MoFi Super Vinyl. Additionally, this is available on a hybrid stereo SACD as well. From Abco, we have a new 180 gram mono pressing of the Rolling Stones, England's newest hit makers. From ORG Music, Black Lion, Billie Holiday at Storyville, a limited edition on silver vinyl. From Bella Fleck Productions, Chick Corea and Bella Fleck, Remembrance. From Soul Bank Music, Brian Auger's Oblivion Express, Live Oblivion Volume 1, 50th Anniversary Remastered Edition. And Brian Auger's Oblivion Express, Live Oblivion Volume 2, also a 50th Anniversary Remastered Edition. From Sundazed, Tiffany Shade, self-titled, a limited edition on lavender vinyl. And December's Children, self-titled, on limited edition pink vinyl. And both of these titles are cut by Kevin Gray and pressed in the US at Citizen Vinyl. From Modern Harmonic, John Fechner, City Squad, Idioblast, 1983 through 2004, cut by Kevin Gray and pressed in the US. From Sun Records, Johnny Cash, With His Hot and Blue Guitar, 2022 remaster. From Alligator, Rick Estrin and the Nightcats, The Hits Keep Comin', a limited edition on translucent red vinyl. From Watch House, Pokey Lafarge, Roomba Country. From Trojan, various artists, Let's Do Rock Steady, The Soul of Jamaica. From Vagrant Records, Paul Westerberg and Grandpa Boy, Stereo Mono. 2002 albums packed together on a double LP, and lo-fi solo recordings from the Replacements leader and his Grandpa Boy alter ego. From Reigning Phoenix Music America, Sebastian Bach, Child Within the Man, a glow-in-the-dark 2LP gatefold limited edition of 500. From Columbia, Ricky Martin, self-titled, 25th Anniversary Edition. From Soul Jazz Records, David Lee Jr., Evolution, a limited edition on magenta vinyl. And various artists, Soul Jazz Records presents Studio One Downbeat Special, expanded edition. And from Candid, Morgan Gearden, Tales of the Facade. Well, that wraps up the new releases this week here at Acoustic Sounds for May 10th, 2024. If you aren't already, subscribe to our email newsletter and our YouTube channel. We strongly encourage that you do both to stay the most up-to-date on all the releases and things that are happening here at Acoustic Sounds. And please do follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you.
Please like and subscribe for more audiophile content.